Coming up, I'm going to show you 3 simple ways to increase your downloads without touching your keywords. Stay tuned. What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com. You know, the place you go when you want action-packed content in the app business. And today I wanted to create this video because I'm going to show you 3 simple ways to increase your downloads without doing any keyword research, without pulling all my crazy spreadsheets together, and just really focusing more on your app store listing. So it's more about increasing your conversions rather than your exposure, all right? Which is going to help your exposure as well, but you don't have to touch. With these 3 simple tips, you're not even going to touch your keywords. All you're going to do is focus on these 3 simple tips. I'm going to show you real case studies where we've been able to dramatically increase downloads with these 3 simple tips. So without further ado, let's get to it. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. How to increase downloads without changing your keywords. Number 1 tip, can you guys guess it? The app icon. It is so stinking critical. I've shared this case study for a very long time now, and it's something that I love this case study because it just shows you the power of the app icon, all right? So I'm gonna give you a little test. I know if you guys have seen this before, if you've been on any of my webinars, I've used this case study before, but here it is, all right? A versus B. So I'm gonna give you a second, since this is not some interaction, but which icon do you think won? A or B? It was actually B. Check this out. This is my friend Rich, who's got a great app that you guys should check out. It's called the 3-Minute Mindfulness. So search for that in the App Store. But Rich did this test way back in 2016, and it's still valid today. But he doubled his downloads just by changing the app icon. He didn't change anything else. No keywords, no nothing. Just changed the app icon and saw a dramatic increase in downloads. And that's the power of having a really visually appealing app icon. I've created tons of videos on this. So go search on YouTube for this on my channel. But the fact is, the app icon is the first thing users see. So if you have something visually appealing, they're more likely to download your app. And that's what Rich was able to do. He changed nothing else but his app icon. All right, number 2. This is the easy one, screenshots. All right, I'm gonna show you a screenshot of some of my clients in a case study that we did. It's so powerful. I'll show you the power of the screenshots, all right? So this is, again, conversion optimization. Here it is. Here's the old screenshots, and here are the new screenshots. So this is for a e-signature app. You guys got to check it out. It's called OneSpan now, but it was formerly called eSign Live. And this was a client that we helped with their screenshots. And I started thinking through like what would make sense. The thing about this company, and the reason why I really loved working with them, is they've got some major players, okay? Some major players using their app, okay? Using their platform. So if you look at this, here's what these screenshots used to look like, where it's just pretty much, if I can be so honest, just pretty much shots of the actual app, right? Screens of the actual app. And here's what we did. Look, we wanted to call it simple electronic signatures. Boom, that's pretty simple. This visual kind of tells you exactly what the app does, right? You can sign it. So boom, I wanted that as the first one, just to tell you exactly what the app does. And then secondly, look guys, I always say this, lead with social proof. So we led with this. We said, hey, eSign Live is used by all these great companies that you know of. And then so forth, we went into some of the other features, other benefits, not features, other benefits that the app provides later on. And I have another video, so I'm gonna try to link this all up into the show notes, into the app description, but another video that shows you like how to create compelling screenshots, because this is so valuable. And the thing that I do, if you don't wanna watch that video, is I look at my reviews. So if you go into your App Annie and you look at all your reviews, there are gonna be certain phrases that your clients, your customers are saying that they love the most. And those are the words to use in your screenshots, all right? Very simple. So let's look at the results. What did this old one do? And and this new one do. And here's what we did to make sure that we had valid stats is we didn't change the keywords. We're like, okay, let's compare after these new screenshots were posted and then versus before. Here's what happened. A 98% increase in downloads. We doubled downloads just by changing those screenshots. So this old versus new, and you get double the screenshots. Now impressions were flat, which is good because because we didn't change the keywords. So impressions stayed pretty flat. I was like, yes, that's what I wanted. And then we got double the downloads just by changing those screenshots, right? And then we got a 91%. So if you want to look at the overall, a 91% increase in the conversion rate. So if you compared the downloads over impressions, we're able to almost double that as well. Now, what you want to do is focus on the first 3 screenshots. They are the most critical. Why? Because those are the 3 screenshots that actually appear in the search results, okay? Those are the ones that are going to catch a user's eye, right? And if you don't know, see, the way I like to do it is always talk about the benefits, talk about what the app does up front and center so that people instantly get it, right? Kind of think about it like a web page. You got the headline, which is the first screen, right? The main thing that people see. And then you got the logos. There's always logos featured in, our customers are, right? So same thing here. That's what we're doing. And then we're talking about the features, 3 and 4. Right? If you think about any website out there, those are the 3 core components that they're going to have on the homepage, right? You have the headline that tells you a little bit about what the website does. This is what the app does. Second section would be the logos of our customers. And then third part is just other benefits to the app, right? That's the way I like to frame it out. But if you really want to A/B test on iOS, now on Google Play, you can A/B test all you want. Right? It's live. You can do that. There's other videos to show you how to do that. I have that on the channel. But if you want to do it on iOS, you can't do that. The way to do it is through search ads. And I'll create another video on this, but you can test different creatives using the same words and different screenshots to see which 3 screenshots are going to perform the best. You know, I had a friend of mine who did the same exact thing. He saw that, hey, the first 3 combinations that I thought were going to work were actually the best combinations. So he moved them around, put them to the first 3, and he saw an increase in downloads. Okay. So that's because he tested it using Apple search ads. And I'll show you how to do that as well. And lastly, guys, it is reviews. Reviews are so stinking important to have. Okay. Because right now, Apple makes it so easy for you to do that. Okay, you don't have to do any black hat stuff, which I've shared in the past to buy reviews and things like that. You don't have to do that. You can do that with your end users using the iOS review prompt. This is it. Okay, so you can do this. The way that Apple has set this up is you can prompt your users 3 times every 365 days. That's 3 times within a year. Now, you may think that's very little, but I'll tell you, it's not. Because the first time users will actually see this, generally what I do is just say, yes, I like this game, and submit. And so if you do this, you're going to see a ton of ratings. So the way that the review system is set up, ratings are the stars, reviews are actually the written reviews. You're going to get a ton of ratings if you just put this into your app. And it's very easy to implement. It's something I just implemented in one of my apps, so I'll tell you how that goes. But it is a no-brainer. Okay, you don't have to do any black hat stuff. It's all complete white hat, but it's something that you should do because the more ratings, star ratings that you're able to accumulate, the higher your keyword rankings are going to be. It's a given proof. Okay, and we're doing a lot more tests in the App Masters Academy on keywords. So if you want to check that out, go to appmastersacademy.com. But here are 3 simple tips that you can use to increase your downloads without changing your keywords. I'm back. Just to summarize, all right? Number 1, app icon. Number 2, screenshots. And number 3, the reviews. 3 simple, no-brainer things that you should be testing to improve your downloads without touching your keywords. Because frankly, with the keywords things, sometimes you're going to hit a ceiling, all right? You're going to hit that glass ceiling, like, what other keywords can I possibly put in there? These are pretty obvious. These are the only ones I can go after, right? And so this is how you leverage it more advanced beyond the keywords. How do you think through that? You do these 3 things and use your keywords because you've already optimized it. You put the foundation on and you start doing these 3 things. You're only going to climb up the ladder in terms of getting a a higher organic search results and more downloads for your app. All right. All right, guys. One last thing. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. I've bet my son that I can't get to, he bet me, he said, Daddy, you can't get to 5,000 subscribers until September. So root for me. Don't root for my cute 10-year-old son. Root for me. I'm going to try to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of August. So let's see if I make it. And I want to ask you guys a question as well. So leave it in the comments below. What strategies do you use to try to increase your downloads without touching the keywords? Organic downloads, please, okay? Because anybody can spend money. So organic downloads without touching your keywords. And I'll see you on the next video.